All right, 10
Again,
seconds, man. 10
we
seconds.
don't when you pay for hoes, you are robbing the opportunity to actually build that intimacy with your partner and learn what he likes. You're basically fucking DoorDash for intimacy. I think that's fucked up. I think that's ruining actual love that Black people want to experience with one another.
All right, it's on you now, George. Go ahead.
So I'm going to speak, and I need you. I'm going to address every single one of you because you all had a lot to say. This is something that's very good that we're having this conversation. First, I'm going to address Ann. Ann is going to tell you now that she's all hidey-mighty. Her coochie is so hidey-mighty. But Ann won't date the guy who's broke, who makes her nut. She won't date him. She wants him to have six-figure job. She's in tech. Ann isn't marrying a broke man who makes $50,000 a year. Ann is going to marry a well-paid man who's going to afford her tribal Ghanaian wedding, which is going to be about $60,000, $70,000 to $100,000, because he definitely can't be broke to date her. And that's that. For you to date and to fuck Ann, you're not going to get it for free. She's going to go to a date. She's going to want to go to Turks and Caicos. She's going to want a trip. So she's going to make you spend at least $10,000 for you to go on a trip, and then she's going to tell you her pussy is sacred and she doesn't want to be there.
This is so sad.
Hold on, Ann.
This is sad that you think that's how we
pause. I let you speak, Ann. Let me speak. So you wait. You hold your whole opinion. You hold your whole opinion, so you wait. Thank you. Now, continuing. And I'm smarter than you. I have 3 engineering degrees. My IQ is way beyond you. There's a misconception in women. And let me speak. You hold your tongue. You like to interject. I'm not, like, listen, me and you can play this. If you come intellectually, I will finish you, but I'm not in that joke mood, right? So, and I'm smarter than you in that sense. My business is actually, I make more money than you do in corporate, and you work more hours. The thing is, the misconception is that people think because I'm in the sex industry, they think that means that I'm less than or whatever. But to tell you the truth, your company, almost every company you work with, your VP or C is in my seat, in my phone. I can call them and get you a job. That's the difference. But because of what I do, you feel like you're better. And I'm still speaking. And you can get muted. So just hold on. You think you're better because you require a man to jump through a bunch of hoops to give you the lifestyle that you want because you want to be a stay-at-home wife, right? You want to be well taken care of. No, you're lazy, and it's fine. Nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home wife. Nothing wrong with a man providing for you. But you want a man to provide for you, but then you think you're better because you want a man to provide for you and go through hoops of it. Nothing's wrong with that. I am all for a woman being who you are. Make that decision. Moving forward from that, I'm going to go to Will. Will said that it's low-grade men. Will, you have a misconception because you think that men who come and see sex workers are low-grade. No, it's a lot of very high-profile men. Just because you're married or you have a constant partner, to tell you the truth, and I said it again, in law, in divorce court, you could literally divorce your wife for not having sex with you. You could literally divorce your wife for having a year of not having sex with you. You may have your, whatever way you call it, call a girl a hoe and say she's not worth the relationship. But again, women, this whole sex industry is what keeps society going. You know those men that you guys call low grade, low class, or whatever? Those women that are like Ann, that are so amazing that won't fuck them, those men are actually detrimental. You know that, right? You know they destroy society. Do you know why brothels were created? Do you know that brothels were created by kings and kingdoms to have them be able to sleep with the low-grade men so that they're not out pillaging and raping women in the society? Do you know the history of prostitution or the sex work industry? You don't. Now, moving forward with what, I'm sorry, what's his name? I'm sorry, I can't, is it Haynes? Am I wrong? I don't want to butcher it. What's his name?
Hank.
Oh, Hank, I'm sorry. Hank's comment. Yes, everything in life is transactional. No matter how much we don't want to say it, mine is more of like, okay, it's just a straightforward transactional situation. When you look at the whole entire dynamic of life, everything is transactional. It doesn't matter how much we want to play about it. It doesn't matter how much we want to lie to ourselves. It is. And I remember growing up as a kid, and I remember, and yeah, you can say trauma is involved, how Ann says it, trauma is involved, whatever. But I know growing up as a kid, how I saw women being talked about, degraded, women that were having sex for the fun of it, women that were enjoying their college years, having fun just to experiment, learn their body. And You humiliated them. Society humiliated them and made them feel like worthless shit. Isn't it where Future was like, do you want to cry in a Toyota or a Rolls Royce? Which one is better? So now women are like, okay, well, if I'm going to be bullied, let me at least cry in a Rolls Royce and go through it. It's cool when women don't put a barrier on their coochie, and it's cool when they don't do it. It means that they're a good enough woman. Or if they do it in a sneaky roundabout. You hear all these women saying they want provider men. What is a provider man? If that's the case, all women should just go ahead and give it for free to the men that they think are provider men. But they'll make you go on dates, buy this, do that, do this. And they're okay because they played a long game of expenditure. And I am looked at incorrectly because I played a short game. I digress.
I think
Well, Ms. Jones, I didn't fight you on what you said, ma'am. I just said my issue was
not you.
Sha'Carri
I'm sorry,
Richardson.
not you, Hank. The one in the tan. I'm so sorry. In the tan shirt, in the tan outfit.
Are you talking about my short king vids?
It's not tan, it's salmon.
Okay, salmon. Yeah,
You gotta respect that color. You gotta respect that color now. I mean, if a man is wearing salmon, you gotta respect that.
my bad. The salmon shirt. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Let's do a 1v1, Georgie.
Yeah, put some respect on that color.
I think what you said, Miss Georgie, is insightful from the standpoint that what you do, maybe you can do it well. I wouldn't say that it's something that most women should adopt, and I don't believe that
they can't. It takes skills to do it. You have to look good. A lot of women think they can
I'm not removing that. But I mean, so it's respect to what you do. I mean, you're not wrong in a lot of ways that you're delivering, historical fact and why brothels were created and so on. But I do think that if we're looking at society and expanding society, I don't think that it would be wise to encourage young girls to take their bodies and put it on a market and then scale it based on profit. I just don't see that to be something that is sustainable. Me personally.
Yeah, but they're millionaires. A lot of you hate on these women that make multi-millions off of OnlyFans and build empires and businesses that you guys work. You work these tech. Okay, look at this. Anne is talking. She works at a tech company, right? She works Microsoft, whatever. Do you know that these companies are being funded by women in these spaces? These women are the ones who are funding these enterprises.
You're a narcissist too. This is the thing. You don't even understand the true beauty of love, of submission, just because you love someone. You think everything has to be dollars and cents and he's doing this. Actually, guess what?
And do you have a man? Do you have a man with all of your love and giveness? Do you have a man? Do you have a ring? Do you have a husband?
You have all these historical facts, but you don't even know what a provider man looks like. That's crazy.
But and all your high mighty, do you have a man?
No. You are projecting your insecurities on me because
I'm not projecting nothing. I'm asking a question. You are so high and mighty.
It's so funny that you can criticize men despite the fact your whole living situation depends on men paying you for sex. You need these niggas. You need them. And
they need me too. But I'm asking you, do you have a man? Do you have a man?
You can come up here. It's hilarious.
Do you have a man? And do you have a man?
Jesus.
And do you have a man as high mighty as Coochie is? Do you have a man?
I know right now. You do not have.
And do you have a man? It's a question.
Listen, if you want to talk about the subject, you can, but I'm not going to do these weird power plays with you. You know what you're doing is wrong, and I'm sad that you don't want to experience intimacy with someone you love. Everything has to be dollars and cents. Everything has to be.
I have men, and I keep asking you the same question. Do you have a man? Do you have a man as high mighty as yours? As much as of a hoe I am, I have options of men who still try to marry me. I was married and divorced. Now, Ann, do you have a man?
Your only qualification is how much you fulfill some man's sick, lustful fantasy. Is that what you're
okay? But did you ever get a man because of your coochie being high? Have you yet gotten a man? Have you gotten a man with your coochie being high and mighty? Have you gotten a man to put a ring on it? This is my ring.
So sad. You're a divorced whore. Like,
but how? But you're a
I
conservative.
would like to
You're a
interject here
conservative
for a second.
hoochie.
No, Will. Let it happen, Will. Let it happen.
Hold on. You're a
Let it happen.
conservative hoochie. Have you ever been
Not
married? Have you
because I'm
ever
so
been married?
desperate for money. My dad actually instilled values in me.
Okay, but is your coochie married? Is your coochie married? Is the coochie married?
Right?
Is your coochie married? Is there a man in your life right now?
Coochie married.
You know what
God
else is
damn.
crazy? You sleep with married men
Is your
too.
coochie married?
You know,
And how many
that's-
vibrators do
I'm
you
not-
own? Is your coochie married?
Why are you obsessed with me?
Because you're talking about me and I'm giving you status. I'm giving you
You spent the
statistics.
last 90 seconds asking about my coochie and who's in it. Why are you upset?
Because you said it's better because you value sex better. You value sex better, but you don't have a
You got
man.
it, sis. You look silly though. I'm telling you.
Okay, but I look silly, but do you have a man?
You can't answer it.
Hey,
Well,
but
Come on now.
ladies,
I don't think it's a flex
Ladies.
for her to come up here and say a man paid me $500 to walk him like a dog. Yeah,
Right,
and
but
it is a
talking about
flex.
her coochie for a whole hour. She's like, this is a question. Are
the
you
thing
married?
is when a man loves you,
What you say,
it
Shanique?
goes beyond just the 500. You don't
I
even know what a
said,
provider man is.
This whole time, you've been talking about her coochie for a whole hour.
Me?
She just asked you one
I
simple
talked about
question.
no.
You can shut this
No,
whole
no,
thing down
no,
and
no.
say, yeah,
Because-
Bookie, I got a ring. Look at this. He in a bed right now. Look, you could have did all that, but you trying to avoid the question. It just makes it harder.
because
And you
it
could have been like,
actually-
no,
this
I
is
don't,
her
because I
trying
just, whatever.
Okay,
But
I'm
you
not gonna
not
do a
answer a
screaming match.
question.
Got
You
it.
cannot say that she's obsessed with you because you've been coming at her for a whole hour. Not
Because-
saying that you're not valid.
Because
What
I'm attacking
saying is
the
she asked you a
idea.
question,
I'm not
answer it.
attacking her. I've said
Stand
it
on
multiple
it, sis.
times. She, as a person, she's valuable. I'm attacking her idea and how fucked up it is. I'm not attacking her. She wants to go into weird personal details because, again, she has no substance.
How is it a weird personal detail? You've been going into weird personal detail about
I
me.
understand how you're a liberated woman, but you depend on men to pay you for sex for a living. How are
It
you
ain't
a
tricking
liberated
if you
woman?
got it. She want to pop that thing. Let that girl pop that thing.
You think
She
that's
paid
healthy
for
for
it,
Black
she paid
women
for
to
it.
think that's an
That's
option?
her
Given-
prerogative.
All right, that's sad. I'm sorry, but Black girls, you
Right,
deserve
Okay,
it.
but
This is not for you.
and as much as you feel about your opinion, I just told you I make what you
No.
make.
I would never want my sister, daughter, anyone.
That's
to think
fine,
that
but
this
your
is the
sister and your
actual
daughter
option.
could never make what I make. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I make more
Then,
money
you
than you,
can't
and you
teach
work
us
a
anything
lot.
about intimacy when you're broken yourself. And I'm
Yeah, but
asking
my bank account doesn't say broken.
and
That's what I'm trying to tell
you
you.
need the money to numb the pain from your brokenness. That's what
Yeah, but the money numbs it well. That's what I'm saying. It numbs it well.
What
If
I'm
you're
saying is when
free,
you're actually
but
really
look,
loved
but
and out there change, you don't need numbing. You don't
I
need
know,
numbing.
and I know what you're saying, but what I'm
I
saying
don't
is,
understand
what
that
I'm
love
saying
isn't
is-
a transaction or a price because you are still stuck there.
and
If you want to
your
hold me
opinion,
accountable,
but
hold me
and as
accountable.
high and mighty as you are,
Criticizing you.
and
You were
as
so
high
loud.
and mighty as you
were
are,
so
you don't
loud
make more money
earlier.
than me.
You
You
were so
never
loud
had a, you don't
earlier.
have a man.
It's men's fault, right? Men's fault. Why sex is
Oh my
transactional?
gosh.
It's men's fault.
All right, ladies.
When she's held to the
Hold
fire,
on.
now she's a victim.
Hold on, yeah.